Guys, we got so much to talk about. This could be easily a 3 hour
I have one more
podcast.
thing
Yeah, go
to
ahead.
talk about myself.
Yeah,
I
go
have
ahead, Eric.
I've made a new running shoe purchase.
Okay. We're gonna
Okay,
do a little
let's
gear
hear it.
talk at the end here, guys. Little gear talk. And what'd you get?
Norda 001.
All
So I'll keep you
right.
posted.
How many miles you got on it? Are they out of the box yet?
No, they did their new colorways on Tuesday, so I
Okay.
won't get it until late this
All
week.
right. Next
But
podcast, you have to have some miles on those so we can talk about them.
my plan is to run with it in Buffalo Run. I've heard it takes about
Okay.
60 miles to get them into a good spot, so
Okay.
the plan is to try and get them broken in and run Buffalo Run in them.
Nice. So in fact, one of the things I'm gonna end my guest podcast and our podcast with is gear talk a little bit. So Eric, what are you currently running, and what's your running shoe
Right now,
currently?
I've been using the Nike Zagama 2 as like my
Okay.
main one. In Wild Duluth, I used that and a combination of the Speed Goat 5 by Hoka.
Okay.
Road shoe, I'm currently in the Nike Zoom X Invincible 3 for like my daily trainer, and then on
Okay.
the long runs, I'm using the Asics Super Blast 2.
Okay.
I
Very
love
nice.
shoes, so I have a
Yeah.
stack of shoes.
You always think, oh, running, that's such a cheap hobby. What do you need? A pair of shoes? And, oh, hell no. There's a lot of money you can spend on that. Mario, what's your running kicks these days? What do you got on the
I
feet?
I'm on so for my trail shoes, I'm on my third pair of the Ultra Olympus 5.
You're
Both of
gonna get
them
sponsored by them someday, aren't you?
phenomenal.
Yeah,
I,
you
I
love
have
them.
been running in exclusively Ultra shoes since 2018, since I started running. I've only ran in Ultras, and so for my road shoe is the Torin 7. I know they just came out with the Torin 8, so I'll be eyeing that up.
Yeah.
But I like to wear my shoes for anywhere between 3 and 400 miles before I look at new shoes, and then I'll buy new shoes after that 350 mile or so, and then once those shoes are no longer my daily running shoes, they become my daily at work wearing around to the grocery
Yeah.
store type shoes. So
Nice. I just got. I really. So here's my thing. You like the ultras. I like the topos, and
hmm
I just bought my third pair. The first, I was running on the Mountain Racer 2 and the Mountain Racer 3. Had problems with both. I love them. The Mountain Racer 2s, the bottom just came loose. So I glued it back on, and now I still will throw them on and run with them. The Mountain Racer 3s, I can't run them anymore. The last race I did was last year, the Willow 20 mile, Eric, where I met you at the aid station, and the one of the heels developed a little divot in it, and so when I did the storm, actually the last race I used them for was for Storm of the Day. I ran 26 miles, and I had a blood blister on my back heel because the heel cup had a divot missing out of it. So I was like, oh, we're done. So I'm switching to the Topo Ultra Ventures and going to see how I think I got the 3, which is probably last year's model, but I'm going to try those. I love the wide, front of the shoes with all that room. Got to have that roomy toe box. Otherwise, I've got a pair of Speed Goats, and I wore them once, and they're in the closet because they're too narrow for me, for
Yeah,
my
I
feet.
have to buy wides in the Speed Goats,
Yeah,
but then they keep getting narrower. So
yeah,
everyone I know who's bought in the sixes who has wider feet is going back to fives anyway. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting to see how the Speed Goat line
yeah,
fares here.
yeah. We got so much to talk about. I'm gonna call it quits for today, guys.